We're going to troubleshoot why you might lose your connection to a MySQL server during a query. This can be frustrating, but let's systematically check the common culprits. First, ensure your MySQL server is actually running. Check the service status using your operating system's tools. On Linux, that might be systemctl status mysql or a similar command. If it's not running, start it. Second, verify network connectivity. Can your application reach the MySQL server's IP address and port? Use tools like Ping and Telnet, or NC, to test network reachability. If you can't ping the server, there's a network issue to resolve first. Third, check your MySQL configuration file. Usually write single, quote my.cnf, write single quote, or write single quote my.ini. Make sure the bind address setting allows connections from your application's IP address and the port number is correct. It defaults to 3306. A wrong configuration setting is a frequent cause. Fourth, consider resource limitations. Is your MySQL server running out of memory, disk space, or CPU? Check server resource utilization using system monitoring tools. Excessive resource consumption can lead to connection issues. Fifth, examine your MySQL user account permissions. Does the user account your application uses have the necessary privileges to execute the query? Sometimes accidentally revoked or insufficient permissions cause unexpected connection drops. Sixth, long-running queries can sometimes cause connection timeouts. Check your query for potential performance bottlenecks, using tools like Explain to optimize its execution plan. A slow query could exhaust the connection's timeout. Seventh, check for firewall rules. Your system's firewall, IP tables on Linux, Windows Firewall on Windows, might be blocking connections to the MySQL port. Temporarily disable the firewall to test if this is the problem, and then configure it correctly once you've isolated the problem. Eighth, investigate potential server issues. If all else fails, consider the possibility of server-side problems like a corrupted data file or a full log file. SQL error logs can offer valuable clues. Look for error messages related to connection timeouts, resource exhaustion, or other server issues. Ninth, finally, examine your application code. Does your application handle connection errors gracefully? Ensure your application code has proper error handling and retry mechanisms to reconnect if the connection drops. A robust application can recover more easily from temporary connectivity problems. By systematically checking these points, you'll likely identify the root cause of your lost connection and get back up and running.